Continuing on with the bracket. Now I gotta get all of these to fit together like this. There's a couple of problems here, but I don't think it's anything we can't overcome. So just trying to figure out the right way to do this. It looks like I've made a pretty basic bracket, but when I plus it down, the driver's side of the transmission would clear that, and if I were to take this lip off and have this angle in, maybe from up here, maybe from like up here, I could probably get the bolt in on this side. So I got some recutting to do. I'll cut this out, I'll flip it, I'll weld on a spacer so the bolts can go in, and then I'll weld on another. Yeah, that's got to be thick. Time to bolster this up. $24. Gonna take that big pokem. Take that pokem. Alright, so I changed it. I took that corner and flipped it. And now that's going to allow me to put a nut right in this area on the top. Well, I'll just show you what I'm going to do next. But so far, progress. So now what I've done is I took 3 slabs of 3/16 and welded them again to each other, and then just smoothed it out. It's very hot, so I could make a spacer. So I made a spacer to put right here. It's going to go on right there, and then I will be able to get some nuts and washers in there. Now I got to make another plate to put on top of this. Can kind of get an idea. This will sit here, but it's too hot to do anything. There'll be another plate of metal that will look like this, and then there'll be this. The second plate I'm going to weld to this spacer, so that will be all one unit. And then I'll be able to bolt this on, and then bolt the mount on. So here's to nothing. Time to admire some handiwork. Here's the end result. So this will be the driver's side. Here's the passenger side. I blocked it up. There's 2 holes here. I can access nuts and washers. There's a hole right here. I can access a nut and washer. Hole right here. I can access a nut and washer. And I just hope it's sturdy enough, because when you're building one of these and you realize like all the torque is kind of balanced, this is one of the key things to hold the torque. I mean, I've seen littler transmission mounts, I think. Regardless, I'm gonna go put this on now. The fun part, gotta hack up the Crossmember and get it all lined up, and hopefully we're done by tonight. I don't know if I'll get that far. I did just have a little run of COVID. I'm out of breath. All right, so I just took the crossmember out, notched it out, and we're gonna see if that's going to be far enough. I think I need to go a little bit further on the bottom, and then we'll begin to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. I need all of this to be on. They gave me these. What did they want me to do with these? Tiny, tiny bolts. I can understand the Warriors' loss every now and then. How can the Warriors lose so bad tonight? All right, so now cut the hole a little bigger. Let's try this. So that part break is a no-go. Time to start thinking about park brakes then. Alright. This is going to work out pretty good though. Seems like it all went together fairly well. I'm going to grind down this just so it looks better. And then I'm going to build in some structure and strength right in here and on the back side. I think the way to go about this is first build this back retaining wall, and then I just have to build these two little tiny walls. Should be pretty straightforward. Kind of the same length as that other one, I would suppose. 145 side, so we want 50. This little piece slipped right in. Perfect. So I'm going to weld that in real quick. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Finished it all up. Just before I install it, I couldn't get the grinder in to weld to grind some of these, but I'm gonna put it in now. Added some structure. Weighs pretty heavy again, probably a little bit heavier than it did before. So I notched this whole area out, filled it in with thicker plate, and I'll plop it in real quick and see. I did the bottom as well. Plop it in real quick and let's see how it did. All right, let's take a look. Final product of the Crossmember. It is in and snug. So I'll probably, when I take it out, shave off some of these ears. And then I'll probably have to shave another, I don't know, 4 millimeters on each side. Pretty straight. On to removing the engine. Oh, I need to build I think I'm going to build a plate for the transmission so it doesn't get its world rocked. I'll just build like a little guard on it. Connect it to something up here. Then it doesn't get demolished on speed bumps and stuff. Oh man, that turned out pretty cool. That's it. On to next time.